Alright, so in today's video we are going to remove the 3D Max spider mats, which have served me really well. As you can see back here, this is where my son usually sits. They're a little dirty, they wipe out, they come clean very easily. Let's head over to the driver's side. Alright, here's the driver's side. Here is the one point of wear that you're gonna see. I have a heel spot here and a heel spot here that, you know, they clean up nicely, but you could definitely see the indentation. So these things have served me well for a couple of years now, but it's time I found something better, or at least I hope they're better, and a little bit more darker, a little more luxury looking, and we'll see how those turn out. Alright, so you guys know from my last video, I've loved the 3D Max spider mats I've had in the car, but thanks to my buddy Honestly OCD showing these things off last week, I really got the itch for a new set of mats. So I went up on Amazon and grabbed the Tuxmats. One of the things I don't like here is the way these things are packed. Once you get inside, the mat is completely folded up into a spiral. You see a lot of folds and crinkles there, which I hope come out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit the camera down and unroll all these, and let's see how they turn out. Alright, so here's the view. As you guys can see, these mats are fully covering all the carpeted areas of the vehicle. So the front mats, they weren't folded up in the box, so the front mats sat proper, but here's some creases that I don't like. I don't know if these are going to stay. They're going to work out with heat. I guess we'll find out. Maybe I'll drop a heat gun on them and see. The back, that's another story. That area there, from being folded, is all kind of mangled up. All this area, because they were kind of inverted in the box, folded in the opposite direction. So, I mean, all that stuff is all wrinkled. We'll see what happens. See if the wrinkles come out. I'm going to contact the company and see. Like this bottom corner here is puffed out. But I mean, overall, it's not too bad. But I mean, you know, for a $210, $220 set of mats, you'd kind of expect a little bit more, especially on the front end where you're going to be sitting and staring at that every day. So, something to keep in mind when you purchase these. Take a look at the box that they're packed in, and before you go and commit to installing them, make sure you don't have creases and crinkles like that. So within the box, you get a ton, and I mean tons and tons and tons of clips. I mean, they give you clips with Velcro. They give you clips that slide underneath the factory trim. And then they give you this one here, which is for the center of the driver's side mat. And what you're going to do with this is mark the space. You're going to pierce through your carpet, slide this forward, and this is what's going to hold the mat in place. So I'll go through that portion. Let me get these in the car, see how they fit, and then we'll do the driver's side as like a how to install these. We've got the rear mats put in. At first glance, they look awesome. But there are a couple things that bug me, especially with a little bit of OCD. So there's a gap over here. I'm sure this will work itself out with time. I don't want to put one of those holders here because I don't want it pushing down on the seat and rubbing into the leather. I figured in the center would be fine, because you have to have one here because the bead around the edges meets up in the middle and there's a big gap. So that's where they put that thing in there. But I figured I would lock it in with those clips right here, and right here. Did the same on the other side. Not too bad of a gap around the seatbelt. I'm pretty sure that's it's gonna work when you move the seatbelt back and forth, so we should be okay. But again, I'm not a big fan of this flap right here. Maybe I'll put a clamp, slide that underneath there. So instead of putting a clamp, I shoved it underneath, similar to what we have going on the other side. As you can see, the other side fits right underneath there. But the one thing I definitely notice is the wrinkles from packing. So if I gotta say anything to TuxMat, I would say maybe find a better way to pack your rear mats and your front mats, because having those wrinkles kind of damages the look of an otherwise really good product. All right, so here we are on the passenger side. So what I did was I used the clip here to go underneath the brace, and I used one right there to go underneath, another one there, and another one here. The one thing I don't like about this side fitment is it's a little squishy. I think maybe just from being squished in the box that it came out of shape. So let's see how these shape up. But this seems a little loose. I'm gonna see if I can find another clip in the bag. Maybe they have one with Velcro on it. Otherwise, fitment down here along this edge is really nice. The mats are really soft. I'll give you a little squishy. They feel nice. Let's hope they stand the test of time. But I mean, overall, they're not like, they don't feel slippery. They stick just like I like the other ones. They have a nice pattern to them. But yeah, they go all the way up the sides. Full protection all the way around. So installing the driver's side is a little bit, you just got to be careful. Obviously, you don't want to impede your pedal, movement. So you want to make sure your pedals still move after the install, especially in that area over there where this mat can bind up with the pedal. So we're going to see if we can get that going. There we go. Actually, that was pretty easy. Up and around the pedal here. Pedal still works nicely. Okay, so let me get this in place. Everything nice and tight. Full coverage of the dead pedal, which is nice. Looks like we got everything right where it's supposed to be. I'm gonna check here, these humps. Perfect, these humps cover up the existing hooks here. So we'll make a mark right here. Okay, so the way this works so it doesn't slip down is you want to insert it and pull it backwards. So, and the pin is at the top of the cutaway. So we made that pattern down there. So we're going to lift this up, insert this at the top center of that pattern. Push it through the carpet, slide it down. We can tear away all this tape now. Slide that forward. And there we go. And we lock that in place. It comes with a nice cover. We can take off all the warning labels now. Stickers. There we go. I like this. It's got a nice rubber spot right where my other mat wore out. This is thicker rubber. Securing these sides here. So we want to center it. What I like to do is I like to spread these out a little bit before I put them on. It helps get them on easier. Get that in there. Get that slid underneath there. I like these to be out of sight. I don't like seeing the clips. We'll do one more right here in the back to hold down this flap right here. Grab on there. Slide that right underneath. Actually, that doesn't go very well there. Let's see. A little trial and error here. Let's get that up higher. There we go. Now I can get that in better and get that down better. You can actually tuck that up underneath. That holds it in place nice. It's a little floppy. So this area, tuck up underneath the dash trim. Let's see if that works. Actually, that works quite nice. Now we got to make sure the pedals, there's nothing touching the pedals here. Got a nice space to fit my hand. It is tight, but I still got space here, nothing impeding the gas pedal. Now it makes me feel like I got to clean these pedals off. All right, there we have it. It looks good. Let's see how it feels. All right, let's go for that full experience. We opened the car up, greeted by a set of abs. Let's get in there. That is not bad. Here, let me bring it down there. Got full dead pedal coverage. Brake. Let's see. Gas pedal, brake. Not bad. Where my foot sits for the gas, the brake, I can feel myself off that rubber mat for the brake. So I'm gonna assume we might get some wear, but we'll see. Yeah, so right where my brake, this is my comfortable braking position. So I'm definitely off that rubber mat. Gas, I'm fine. In closing, TuxMat makes a great product. They look amazing, the fitment is very good, and the look and feel are very pleasing. The dark semi-gloss presentation matches the interior trim very well. Full all-weather carpet coverage with a luxury look in both the front and the back seats make these mats stand out from the rest of the products in this space. However, the wow factor is immediately crushed the moment you open the box and find your $200+ purchase inverted, folded up, and shoved in a box. The packing process creates these unsightly creases and deformities that I hope will go away over time. I love the full coverage, the soft feel, the non-slip luxury look, but am I able to live with the defects introduced by the poor packing? Will my OCD get the best of me and cause me to return them? Stay tuned. Alright, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to gently press that like button. If you're stopping by for the first time, check out my other content and consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching.